Hey everyone, we are here today again talking about energetic health and the physical body, and I'm going to answer this question. One thing I've always found curious is that our body may have a disease process happening, but for some reason that is not communicated to the conscious part of us. It seems like our body should be able to send a message to us, letting us know there are cancer cells. Instead, we just wait for the symptoms to emerge. So the short answer to this question is that our bodies don't need us to know cognitively what is going on within them in order to heal and restore balance to the system again. In fact, in many cases, if you knew what was going on inside you and the adjustments and all the different things that were out of balance and the body was getting back into balance, your worry and anxiety about that would only make it worse, because those beliefs would add to the stress of what you were already going through. So it is not necessary for you to know cognitively about what is going on within you in order for your body to take action to heal. And you will see that all the time with things like if you have a cut, your body will heal that cut. Animals in the wild have all kinds of different things going on, and their body takes the actions that it needs, that it has learned over millions and millions of years of how to heal itself. And internally, you often have imbalances in your system that your body is working on healing. The way you get a disease is when your beliefs allow for something in your body to be out of balance. For instance, you have a hard time moving forward and you believe that you're supposed to move forward and take this course of action, and at the same time you're holding yourself back and avoiding doing that. That causes a conflict of intent, or rather a conflict of energy within your body, and that tension is going to build up and become a symptom somewhere in your body. Now, the way energy works is that any imbalance is there to lead you towards the solution to get yourself back into balance. For instance, many times people are going very fast through their daily lives and taking on more than they should take on. And they will get something like a common cold, which will cause them to stop and go to bed or rest for a day or two. And when they do that, not only is the cold given time to heal, but in that process, whatever they're moving too fast with, they are forced to slow down with. So that cold is not some random thing that comes to attack your body out of nowhere with no purpose. What it is your own body changing its energy, and in that change, it's supposed to alert you to something that you can do that will change your energy and you can move on. Now, you don't have to know consciously why all this is happening for the cold to help you do something with your life. Often people do something different with your life. Often people get something like a cold because They want to say no to a situation. They don't want to go to some event, but they don't know how to say no. And they will become sick in some way before that event and have to stay home and take time off. And then they have an excuse to say no where they didn't feel okay saying no before. So that process will all work itself out without you even knowing why that is happening. You don't cognitively have to sit down and think, I have a cold, and think about having to heal it. All you have to do is take some time off and do what your body is asking you to do. So what I really want to get across in this video is nothing that comes around in your body as an imbalance is anything outside of you that comes to you out of your control. It's an imbalance that is built into the system to try and fix itself, much like pain, physical pain. When you touch a hot stove, it hurts, and the purpose of that pain is for you to remove your hand so that your cells will no longer be in that position where you're harming the cells of your fingertips anymore. So the pain is not some kind of punishment. It's a inbuilt feedback into the way your physical body works in order to restore balance. And the same thing with illness and disease. And what has happened, unfortunately, in our current climate is instead of understanding that, we have started to think of things like viruses and bacteria as these random things floating around that come into our systems and we have no protection against them, and we have that they totally randomly sort of attack us without any kind of choice from our standpoint. And that is just not how it works. Normally, your energy is set up to work great, and it will be out there around all kinds of viruses and bacteria and everything. And it can work the way that it's supposed to work and keep your system running well. Now, if for some reason there is an imbalance and it would benefit you in the long run or something would be brought to your attention in the long run if you had that experience with that virus or that bacteria, then your body may choose to work with that in that way. But it's always for a larger purpose. I'm not saying it's a punishment. That's very different. It's a movement towards health that there are bumps along the way, the movement towards health. But it doesn't cognitively have to come to your attention. It just has to change your energy, cause you to change your energy in some way. Now, obviously with more illnesses that we consider to be more difficult to get over, those kind of illnesses only come to us after our energy has repeatedly given us clues and ideas and intuitions about how to change, and we've constantly been ignoring them. So diseases that are life-threatening only happen after years and years and years of you ignoring your impulses and intuition, and that tension, energetic tension, building up and building up and building up in your body. And so by the time you get that kind of larger disease, the energy has built up so much that really it's come to a point where something big has to change in your life in order for you to move forward then without any more tension. And so those kind of diseases tend to be life-changing. And you will hear people say after things like that happen, that their life direction has changed because of getting that disease. And that was the purpose. There was just too much tension built up beforehand for them to continue carrying on in a healthy way. So your body can write a lot of things without you cognitively knowing about it. When you cognitively know about it, you can handle that in many different ways. So that could be beneficial or it could not be beneficial depending on who you are and the situation that you're in. The good thing about knowing about it, if it happens to be positive in your situation, is that people seek help from medical institutions, and while the medical institutions don't have a direct effect on your energy, they have an indirect effect on your energy, meaning that being around people that feel that they can help and give you your full attention, their full attention, can be very beneficial to you. It can make you feel helped and cared for and loved, and a lot of things that people need in their lives. So being around someone that really believes that they can help you and that truly cares about you can be immensely beneficial for your energy. However, no one has full control, no one has any control over your energy. They can influence you if you choose to allow it. But you are in full control of your energy, and you are the person working in your body to determine, with your body, to determine what the outcome will be always. It's always under your control, but if you choose, the influence of other people can be very beneficial. So that's really what I'm trying to work with, and that idea is what I'm trying to work with in explaining this, is that it's really up to you. There's nothing coming at you out of the blue that you didn't know about or that you couldn't have changed beforehand and that you can't work with in the moment. That should bring to you a feeling of more power and more understanding, and also a feeling of that your body and your energy can work through it would be really beneficial if you have anything going on with you, which people all do at some point. So bringing it back to your own power and understanding of your own power and understanding of the power of your physical body will really help people move into a space of calm and peace instead of worry and anxiety when we think of these illnesses or diseases or whatever. So yeah, being in that kind of space can help, but what it means is really changing the whole way that you think of illness and disease, but it does become a whole lot less scary. Okay, any more questions? I will be glad to answer them. Thank you so much for being here.